Why is orthopedics such an impossible specialty? Well, there's many reasons. Some people joke it's because of the personalities involved. All the jokes about orthopedic surgeons being as strong as an ox and twice as smart. But there's more serious reasons than that. The first one are design flaws of the musculoskeletal system. You know, the body, the bones, the skeleton, more like a Trabant car, that joke of a car from East Germany, than from a properly designed car such as a Porsche or Mercedes-Benz that hail from West Germany or Germany now. You just drive along, go over a bump, and the body fails. You break your hip. Suddenly an athlete doing well in their 20s or 30s breaks their hip or dislocates their hip. What sort of design system is that? The old Trabant, which was a car that puffed smoke and chugged along, designed by the communist system. That's what the human body is. It's just a failure of the musculoskeletal system. It fails so often. Second reason is bone. It's such a difficult tissue to work with. When you do get a fracture, it's very hard to work with. It's like have you ever seen someone lay down a wooden flooring, trying to align all the wooden planks properly and evenly? It takes hours, if not days, to do it. Same with bone. It's unforgiving tissue. Very hard to put broken bones back together, to align them. Very hard to fix them. So the basic tissue is just hard to work with. Also, as you get older, it's like chalk. It can snap with a little bit of a bend. The whole tissue breaks. You can be doing a hip or knee replacement, put a little bit of excess pressure on it, and the whole system, like a jigsaw that you've been putting together, just suddenly fails. You've got another 3 hours of operating to do. Very difficult material to work with. Equipment. Wow, the equipment is so much equipment. You know, plastic surgeons, we joke, just use a scalpel blade and forceps, but we have trays and trays of instruments to do trauma, to do joint replacements. You've got to learn how to use all that equipment. Then there's the implants that you use. Hip and knee implants. A surgeon or a surgeon in training, resident registrar, needs to learn about the different types of materials: chrome, titanium, stainless steel, different types of plastics, wear characteristics. You need to learn all about that. The different design features. There's probably about 600 to 800 different types of knee replacements, hip replacements, and many types of shoulder replacements, elbow replacements, wrist replacements that the trainee needs to learn about. So it's endless. Number 4, poor healing. You put this difficult material together and then it fails. Bone really has lousy blood supply. Very poor blood supply means poor healing. So the bone fractures just won't heal. Might take many months and repeat operations to get it to heal, as opposed to, say, skin, muscle, or other tissues of the body, or so-called soft tissues of the body. And 5, as a result of 1 to 4, it's the personalities involved. Who could blame the sort of robotic, determined, driven personalities required to deal with this specialty and to be able to render care in this area? They have to spend many years learning, dedicated, huge number of hours in the operating room learning all the skills, and then of course in fracture clinics learning the different fracture types. You won't believe it, but there's probably about over 1,000 different types of fractures, and you've got to know each type, how to treat it, possible complications related to it. So orthopedics, I love it, but it's impossible.